That's all you need. All you need to be successful, not just in film, in life. All you need to do is hold on. Yeah.
Welcome to the Pantheon Parenthetical. My name is Lance Ash. Okay, we've pretty much finished up with 4th grade, other than mentioning the fact that it was during 4th grade that I met the guy who was going to be my best friend for the next couple of years. We'll talk more about that later. Pretty much going to gloss over 5th grade because I can't think of anything that really happened that year. Move on to 6th grade, and things get so bogged down with details at this point that we're just going to start touching on things sort of impressionistically, just mention them and move on. Homeroom teacher's name was Mr. Roberts, and at this point we start associating with a number of teachers, not just 2. There was Mrs. Hill and Mrs. Stevenson, and there was the Bible teacher, Jack Stahl, who was a complete fanatic. He got fired for roughing up some kid on the playground. 5th and 6th grade were intertwined for some reason, associated with a lot of the kids from 6th grade and back and forth. 6th grade was sort of like a turning point because the way the school was built, kindergarten through 6th grade were along one hall, and then you skipped over the gymnasium and the cafeteria and the library and the offices and so forth. And on the other hall, on the other side of all that, was 7th grade through 12th. So 6th grade, you were like the big kids on one side of the school. There were 2 boys who were a year ahead of me who had failed 6th grade, so they were in our class. And one of them became a very close friend of mine that I was friends with even today, even though I never see him anymore, but still very close friends. Let's see. 6th grade is where I started to really start behaving badly. To get us ready for 7th grade, when the demerit system started for enforcing good behavior, we had sort of pretend demerits. And one of the boys, the other boy who failed 6th grade, and I were tied for the most of these proto-demerits. That I was the class clown starting around this time, and that continued on till the present day, really. I had a whole list of things to touch upon. The class trip in 6th grade was to St. Augustine, Florida, which, neither here nor there. I don't really care for Florida, never have. Key West is nice, but the rest of Florida just gives me the creeps because it's got this washed out, sun-bleached appearance. During this trip, we got to go to the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum, and typical with the people who ran the school, we got there late, and they used their powers of persuasion, their salesmanship techniques perfected over years of running the Athens Bible Bookstore, to persuade the people to let us in after hours, which made it even creepier going around this place all by ourselves. Another place we visited on the trip was a wax museum down there, which was pretty creepy. And we had a tour guide leading us through the place. And the last exhibit in the museum was a statue of Elvis Presley in a glass case. And I guess they had told the people in advance, we want nothing to do with the Elvis statue. So the tour guide's yapping and yapping about this and that, but when we're about to turn the corner to see Elvis, and the woman just sort of shuts down and folds her hands in front of her stomach like, I've said enough now. and we see Elvis. But it's like, silence. And the wife of the main guy who owned the school jumps in front of Elvis and holds her hands up and goes, "All right, time to go, no pictures, no photographs, get out." And we're like all in a scramble, like, "There's Elvis, no, get on the bus, gotta go." So anyway, I think that's about all I have to say for 6th grade. So thank you very much for listening. Bye-bye.